I'm Yenny Miranda, and my business is Better Babysitting. I basically do childcare service, and the difference that I provide to customers is that we come to them. We're not a daycare provider. We basically come to the customer's home. I feel like that's much better for the children as well as the parents. Makes it more convenient for them, and as well, the kids are much safer at home. I also, the difference is that myself and my employees, we are all certified and CPR and certified for childcare. I feel like the market for babysitting, they don't really consider how important that is. You usually have emergencies. Emergencies can happen at any time, and taking care of a child, especially someone else's child, is very risky. So I think that we definitely have to be certified in this type of business, and I think that's something that will be a big difference. Another difference that I stand out for your normal babysitter is that we do last minute emergencies, we do parties, we do any type of events. Usually I have had customers call me about 2 hours before and they need someone, and I can go ahead and get someone for them. I think that is a really good thing, because sometimes family really do need last minute babysitters, and they never can find any. I've been able to grow customers through word of mouth, just basically in the neighborhood. I usually normally work in DC, but I have had customers in Maryland as well as Virginia, so I'm slowly growing. And basically, right now the way I'm making a little bit of revenue is, of course, I'm doing some babysitting, but I'm also getting 2% of what my employees make. It's very little bit, but the good thing is that sooner or later, when I start getting more employees, I'll be able to find a structure where for those who start, charge them, do a little bit more, a higher percentage, and those who have been with me keep lowering down. That's the idea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, how is this a scalable business for you? Do you have a scalable idea on how to expand?
Well, I've been doing it ever since I was about 15 years old. So the idea has been out there for a while. And the reason why I've kind of been, doing all these pitches is because I do want to have the ball rolling a little bit more. I have over 15 families that I work with. 5 are probably, every week, every weekend that I work for. And I'm just, right now, I recently have been trying to get in contact with elementary schools, get my name out there, especially with the families that I've already worked with. So, I think I can grow in many ways. Trying to see, there's actually a customer that I work for. Her name is Miranda, and she has a company called Pineapple Production, which is basically all weddings. She does weddings and stuff like that. And I have, been able to, any type of wedding that she has where she needs childcare service, she always calls me. So I think there's many different ways that my name can get out there.
Just a quick comment. Actually, I think it's an excellent. I think what you've got is the kernel of a really great idea. I think it could be scaled. Not even just a comment. 2% is way too little. If you are, that's the immediate reaction. Should probably be 20%. If you are booking business for babysitters and qualifying them and interviewing them and vetting them and maybe even helping them to become CPR certified, that's how you make your money.
And giving them business.
Right.
So just a comment. So there's a service that Paul's right. This is really scalable, because I was in Florida once and I was with my family and I needed to use a service like that. And the hotel, as a liability, didn't offer babysitting services, but offered like a choice of 3 vendors. One of them was called Nanny Poppins. And Nanny Poppins is based right by you. The woman is right in northern Maryland, right by DC. And I was in Fort Lauderdale. So she's got this whole network that she's built up. And you go on the website, you create an account, you put a request in, and they basically, like Paul said, their application process for getting these sitters is key. And they certify them, and they're all insured and bonded. Not that it really matters in case of something, but you want to know that the vetting process is key. So it's all about the quality of the sitter. that you
Yeah,
get.
that's what I think.
And it was great. They delivered a wonderful person. We used her 2 days in a row. She
That's
was
awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah, seeking sitters is a big one also. They have grown in the last probably 4 years, I want to say. And right now, the way they have expanded is by franchising, of course. I just don't want to really lose that touch though, the service touch.
Mhm.
And that's one thing that I do see with, I mean, like that, you can just go online, do that. Very useful, but I do think that the service part, you don't want to lose that touch of, being able to really know who, kind of have like a sitter that will always come, when you need them, like, more personal.
I'm still trying to figure out why I would hire you over a teenager, because I'm guessing your services are gonna be much more expensive. And a lot of teenagers have CPR and, have been doing it for a while, have experience, and is the differential gonna be enough for me to wanna pay someone more?
I mean, the thing is that I have nothing against teenagers. I will actually, they're kind of one of my focus that I kind of want to, bring them in as an employee, but not a lot are CPR, I mean, a lot of high schools do provide, childcare classes and stuff like that, but they're never really are CPR. I think that the difference with me and a teenager is the teenager usually needs the parents to take them to your house, to babysit. I will be providing transportation. Usually most of the services are in the same area, so we always carpool. I know that eventually will be a big liability on me, but I mean, I'm trying to figure out a way that, transportation will be provided to the customer.
Thank you again. That was awesome.